Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Survive. On the mysterious JG, a helicopter has crashed, and the story requires us to go do something about it.
Wait, I'm against that.
Yeah, I'm against doing anything the story requires as well.
Say we're going to scavenge supplies. We should scope it out for a while before moving in, right?
Your proposal is extremely illogical.
We hate you so much.
Taking into account crash trajectory, fuselage damage level, and other factors, the chances of survival currently stand at approximately 11.2%. This will decrease by 3% every hour. The sooner we check for survivors, the better.
Oh, so if I spend about 4 hours of game time wandering around, there won't be anybody there no matter what happens? I doubt it. But also, then, like, okay, I'm a numbers guy. He's saying scout around the area to look for supplies. He's not thinking of survivors. They're saying it's an 11.2 chance there's survivors. Then logic dictates, okay, the chances of survivors are so remote, it's not worth taking a risk to save them. Scout around, like, the logic actually points the other way, I would think. It depends on what, I guess, they calculate the risk of going in without scouting it is, but this place is crawling with zombies, and they seem to be attracted to things like energy output and, I would say, helicopter crashes.
Survivors are the problem. You feel like having this conversation again?
Oh yeah, Reeve just wants to murder everyone because he thinks whoever is out there is responsible for having wiped out the Karen Corps.
But securing personnel will be essential to completing the mission.
I mean, there's daily challenges that get you item boxes that can't be achieved until we have personnel.
Well, I guess that's that. You're the captain. It's your call.
Why don't you consult with Monster, Captain?
I have updated the situation report.
We will get Wolf Blitzer's opinion in the situation room.
It's not that you don't raise a valid point, Mr. Reeve, but this is part of the mission. You should go and investigate the crash site.
And yet, I find it unlikely that Reeve will help. You know, little things. If you could talk to Reeve between missions, he wasn't just an object in your base that you cannot interact with, that would make some small difference. As it is, it's like, why can't the main character actually talk? It's ridiculous. Oh, I wasn't controlling that, but then suddenly he stopped. I thought for a minute there was actually going to be things happening. Okay, apparently open cases appears even though there was no cases. There doesn't seem to be... None of these things seem to have been accomplished. I can level up again. Probably I can level up again. Yeah, and I'll have about 6k left over, which is what I tend to have after I level up. Okay, so now I'll sit here listening, watching that little save thing spin around for a while. I guess there are side classes, because your main class is just Survivor. Level up, bitches. I think I might prefer to increase endurance to speed, actually. Not sure why I bothered with dexterity. Readying speed isn't an issue, although movement speed increase would be nice. But maximum stamina. You know, stamina and movement speed together are the two things that's just been a pain in the butt. You move so freaking slow in this game. I put 1 point into strength. That doesn't seem like a waste. 1 point into picking stuff up faster. I was told by some website that was a good idea, and honestly, when you got a big bunch of those enemies you've killed and there's more coming, I guess it isn't a waste. But I'm feeling like maximum move speed may make a big difference, but endurance has really been getting on my nerves. And I can't increase it again until probably level 10. Yep, so When we get up to level 9, I guess we'll increase this again. I haven't picked a favorite weapon. We don't even have an axe type weapon. This game really seems... It's bizarre. It's Metal Gear with all melee stuff. Being said, I don't know how you get other classes. Possibly these are prerequisites to the other classes, and I don't even realize it. Maybe there's a whole class for sword guys. You could be a paladin. Whatever. We got a little bit better endurance now. I feel good about that. That makes me feel confident. You gonna help out in any way, friend? Ever? Ever? At least he's not wasting our food and drink, because he isn't. He's not consuming anything. All right, so we got side ops. Well, maybe this is the time that we test. Maybe this is when we test whether there's any truth to this idea that the time is ticking on these people. So we're going to teleport here. And do the side ops first, because fuck it. 2 teardrops in a bucket. That's right. X-Pac has been transported to an alternate reality full of zombies. And he, just does a bunch of cross chops, and then gets swarmed by zombies. So is this considered, I'll be able to tell when my oxygen meter starts depleting, yes. This is still the mist. Or the dust. I had this vague notion that because we had activated this energy, or this teleporter, that it was no longer the dust. It is still the dust. Nevertheless, let us head this way and see what's going on. There is a large Kuban energy reaction. We can still see the still see our way to get back to where we were at, which is good. Damn it, he actually hit me with his super uppercut attack. I didn't think I killed you, but you're still hanging out. You're just kind of... You're really pondering how to get at me instead of just flailing away. So I like you. You're the smart zombie. The thinking man's wanderer. Yeah, I hear you coming, friend. I don't feel like I'm really collecting their energy that fast, even though I spent a skill point on... Maybe I'm just picking up other stuff faster and it doesn't affect this. No, I left one of your corpses down here and I hate to waste. May not be able to find it again in this Here it is. I get the same way in Fallout games. Like, if I kill a bunch of enemies and have to run around a bunch to do it, and then I can't find one of their corpses to loot, it drives me nuts. Doesn't seem that stealthy when they make that much noise when you kill them, though. Ooh. Well, this was worth checking out. Yep, okay, well. Now, it's a little deceptive. They're only 300 a pop. That's actually less. Well, there's 4 of them per each one, but it's less than each of these. I guess it's like roughly what you'd get for killing 2, maybe 1.5 of the zombies. No, I mean, it's cool. I'm glad to find this. I think it's appropriate for it to be a side quest that's marked on the map and not just a thing that you have to be lucky enough to find. I shouldn't have done it that way because I'll be rolling around and I might miss them. Looks like it was the main bunch of them. I mean, I'll get some kind of credit for completing the mission when I get all of them, probably. So that's handy. It means that, yeah. I must have missed one. There's usually 4. Oh well. See, I keep seeing things like Tarragon and thinking they're clusters of that energy, and that it's actually probably more valuable than one more of these. Because this is just a thing that, well, A, you can buy with frickin' microtransactions, the, whatever it is, Kurgan energy, but, oh, I did, one thing that I did off screen that I kind of probably should have done on screen
Keep an eye on your remaining oxygen.
between videos was I did check out,
Supply yourself with oxygen by using Kuban energy.
I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I think I'm just going to get back to that teleporter and just teleport back to our base. But we picked up at some point while opening one of those containers that has a like mini game where you can fail and make noise or succeed and be silent, and you open a box and it had the recipe for med spray, which seems to require aluminum and tarragon, which I guess is that plant that we found. So I guess you just... I think that was it, just aluminum and tarragon. Now, tarragon... Neither of them are super common.
Your mission requires that you look after yourself,
Fuck
Captain.
you. God damn it, this game. But yeah, the... Oh no, it's here. But I guess you just, literally you just wrap this plant in aluminum, because I was thinking, oh, I mean, I guess you'd need some kind of aerosol to make it a spray, and you probably have more than one ingredient. It's like, nope. The medical spray, the miracle stuff that Big Boss could spray on himself to recover from wounds in desperate instances. The secret ingredient is just a single plant. It is not some kind of chemical formula. And the bottle isn't even actually a spray bottle. It's just an aluminum bottle that you put it inside of, and it on its own forms an aerosol spray. It's just this mystical property of this item. Well, shit, man. If I make it through all of my food without getting to a new... without getting to a new zone, Maybe I will just stop playing for a couple of days so that I can log on, get credit for logging on, and get more food. So I can level up again. I'm actually just increasing core stats and not learning new skills. Maybe just fine for me. I mean, when playing Metal Gear Revengeance, the game in which you have knives for feet and can wear a sombrero, I almost always got passive boosts before trying to learn new combos. Although, having played Ninja Gaiden since playing that game, the more modern console Ninja Gaiden games, I probably, if I went back and played Revengeance now, I'd be a little bit more clued in as to how the game is meant to be played. Okay, so next time I level up, if I get strength, then I'll have to figure out what to do with a few skill points. Possibly finally start working on health, or pick something else to level up. Actually learn some of the combos and shit they want me to work with. Alright, well, let's not dwell on base for too long. Let's get right back. Try to get some actual exciting content going in this video by jumping out and doing some of these other missions. So there's another strong energy detected, small animal detected, an active wormhole transporter detective, an active wormhole transporter detected. This inactive wormhole transporter is really far away. That seems like a tough one. Maybe that'll be available for a while, but let's do this, because this will probably allow us to level up again, which in theory will make us better prepared for some of these other challenges. I don't know if these challenges are act specific, but when I see side quests, I kind of want to get them done. That being said, I'm pretty positive there will be survivors in the chopper, because they had to get to the chopper. But without survivors in the chopper, it really just is going to be a desperately boring game. Although maybe there's no survivors in the chopper. Anyway, we got level 2 endurance and dexterity. So we should move faster, recover faster. Ooh, well, I don't know if enemies are respawning or if I just happen to miss this cluster of enemies. Yeah, I know you're going to probably see this, but I do not have good range of this thing. And I do have to remember to keep my eye on oxygen. Spending enough time in the dust in the last few videos to just forget that that's kind of not the default place that the game you're always at. It'd be lovely to find some circuitry so that I could... Ah, damn! Okay, that was my fault. Probably should have been cognizant of the fact that there could be a zombie just sleeping over there. At this point, how much do I care about completing this minigame? Because I think... Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys after me. I don't know who's left to alert to my presence now. I get you guys to just wander up to me over here? Are you smart enough to try to... This one was trying to make his way over to where it could actually get at me, but I kind of like vaguely wandered off the edge, sort of, kind of, maybe, and started punching, which screwed us both up. Making some noise with this thing and just attracting the rest of them might actually be the wisest course, but let me at least get it most of the way open. That noise is irritating as hell. Materials case, recipe for field gloves. I might want to start looking at what recipes I've collected and see if I should be making... You know, some of this stuff might... Like, field gloves might boost my stats in some way. I mean, you would think you'd want field gloves when in an environment like this. Going around picking up wood from stuff that you just broke with a spear. That is the way I came. This is the way I'm going. I've still got more than half of my oxygen. So I'm not going to turn back yet, although Lord knows I might regret this. I feel like I lost most of the wood that came out of that. Oh, well, what do you know? There's a little dust cloud around here, but it actually breaks at this point. Which kind of has me wondering if I never really got around to exploring all this. Maybe there's a clear path all the way through here with no dust. Would be good to know. I've been trying to avoid a ton of exploration just because of a thought that exploration might in general be a lot easier once I kind of clear the missions and can have an infinite supply of clean water by just getting all the dirty water I want and cleaning it up. Meanwhile, we're getting wild berries. Shuckleberry Fin Kool-Aid will now be available. And I do believe we actually have just found probably a safer route to get to this new zone. Alright. And if I've never been in, there's a little zone that probably has supplies that I've never been in before. There's usually these places that look like people used to work here before it got abandoned and destroyed. They've got some stuff. Man, you know what? I'm actually really starting to enjoy this game. I'm just in a good mood right now, but I think it has made the second play session here has made a huge difference. That I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to drink the clean water and eat the rations that the game gives me as a log-on bonus for logging in. Because, you know, there may not be a great lore reason for it to be there, but the game gives it to you for balance reasons. And if you go around drinking dirty water, you're constantly sick. Which kind of made, potentially, in a weird, dark way, an amusing couple of videos, but it did make things, like, way frustrating. Do a little bit of mountain climbing here, except that I don't think we're really supposed to be able to get up here. But yeah, it kind of made things frustrating. That's why I feel like when we finally do get the ability to make clean water, yeah, okay, so this might just not be a spot that we're really going to be able to see that well on the map. I guess while I'm out here, I'll see if those goats have returned. Because this is like the goat zone here. Goat City, USA. Goats do not seem to have returned. Although I suppose if I'm not really, really looking carefully for them, I'm not going to see them because once you've come out here and killed them a couple of times, any goats that respawn here probably don't want to be seen. So at this point, 6 1/2 dozen of the other, whether I run back to base or go to that teleport zone. But my annoyance at this point, because I just got done telling you how much fun I'm having and what a good mood I'm in, but my big annoyance is how rapidly I'm going through the water. Because if I do the side quests, which is what I'm having the most fun with, that is going to make it take longer to get to Chapter 7, and I'm only on Chapter 5. Like I said, we filled in a decent chunk of map. But we might it might be time to just try to advance the story so that we can get that water. Because I'm having fun. Like, exploring the game and not worrying about the story is the part that I'm enjoying a bit now. And doing the side ops and stuff. But I don't think taking our time and doing that before we have access to unlimited clean water is really going to be our friend. Anyway, I don't know. I'll think about it between videos. When we come back, folks, it'll be side ops, or I'll decide to try to shortcut to the main ops and just hold out that the side ops don't disappear between acts. I suppose there's only one way to find out for sure. Google. Okay, there's 2 ways to find out. The other way would be to skip some side ops and intentionally complete the next main plot mission. I'm Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.